Hi everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to solve these two questions. These two questions are based on the topic discrete random variable. Let's start with the first question. According to the first question, a random variable x has a following probability distribution. So what is given to us? We have the random variable capital X and we have the corresponding values from 0 to 7. Here the probability corresponding to each random value we have in terms of k. So सबसे पहले आपको k की वैल्यू निकालनी है. So as it is a probability distribution function or we can say that probability mass function. तो उसकी दो properties थी. पहली property क्या थी? Probability corresponding to each random variable is greater than equal to 0. So as the probability is defined in terms of p, so that's why I am mentioning here as a p. तो हमारी हर probability greater than equal to 0 होनी चाहिए. So it means from here we can conclude that k must be greater than equal to 0. Second condition is sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1. It means we need to take the sum of all the probabilities. That is, we need to calculate the sum of this. This is equal to 10k square plus 9k is equal to 1. We can also write it as 10k square plus 9k minus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic equation. What are the roots we are getting in this case? We are getting k is equal to 1 by 10 and minus 1. अब k की वैल्यू -1 नहीं हो सकती. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें पता है कि हर एक प्रोबेबिलिटी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0 होगी. So probability corresponding to x is equal to 1 must be greater than equal to 0. So this implies the value of k is equal to 1 by 10. Now solving the second part of this question. The second part says that we need to calculate the probability when x is less than 6. What does it mean? हमें वो probabilities calculate करनी है जहाँ पे random variable की value less than 6 है. So less than 6 means we need to calculate probability when x is equal to 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, 4 or 5. So how we can write this? This is equal to probability when x is equal to 0 or is get converted into the plus probability when x is equal to 1 plus probability when x is equal to 2 plus probability when x is equal to 3 plus probability when x is equal to 4 plus probability when x is equal to 5. So what is the probability when x is equal to 0? That is a 0. What is the probability when x is equal to 1? K. X is equal to 2, that is 2k. When x is equal to 3, the probability is again 2k. When x is equal to 4, the probability is 3k. Plus, when x is equal to 5, the probability is k square. Simplify this, what we have? K square plus 8k. So what is the value of k? That we have calculated 1 by 10. So we have 1 by 100 plus 8 by 10. That is equal to 81 by 100. Second question is, what is the probability when x is greater than equal to 6? So अब आप यहाँ पे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो probability when x is equal to 6 plus probability when x is equal to 7. Or this can be also written as 1 minus probability when x is less than 6. How we can write this? Because we know that total probability is equal to 1. If I say that probability at A plus probability at B is equal to 1. How we can write the probability at B? That is 1 minus probability at point A. अब यहाँ पे हम ऑलरेडी ये कैलकुलेट कर चुके हैं व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी व्हेन x इज लेस देन 6 by this part. Now we need to calculate what is the probability when x is greater than equal to 6. So it means I can take the total probability minus this part. So that can be written as 1 minus 81 by 100, that is 19 by 100. Either you can take the sum of these two probabilities or you can calculate by this form. The answer will be same. Next is, what is the probability when x lies between 0 to 5? What does it mean? We need to calculate probability when x is equal to 1, 2, 3 or 4. It means we need to calculate the probability corresponding to these four random variable value and then we need to add them. What is the probability when the random variable value is equal to 1? That is k. Here 2k. Here again 2k. This is 3k. This is equal to 8 times of k. And what was the value of k? That is 1 by 10. So in this case the probability is 8 by 10. Next part is, if probability of the random variable x less than equal to c is greater than 1 by 2, find the minimum value of c. इस क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट करने से पहले हम फोर्थ पार्ट को पहले सॉल्व करते हैं, बिकॉज विद द हेल्प ऑफ फोर्थ पार्ट आपको थर्ड केस का आंसर इजीली मिल जाएगा. व्हाट इज द फोर्थ पार्ट? That is a determine the distribution function of x. Basically we need to calculate CDF of x. So how we are calculating this? Capital F of x. So for 0, that is 0. For x is equal to 1, it means we need to take the sum of these two probability, that is k. For x is equal to 2, sum of these three probability, that is 3k. For x is equal to 3, sum of these four entries, that is 5k. Then sum of all these probabilities, that is 8k. Then sum of all these probability, that is the f of 5, 8k plus k square. Then what is the capital F of 6? That is the 8k plus 3k square. And F of 7 is 1. Why 1? Because that is the sum of all the probabilities. Definitely that is equal to 1. So here we can substitute the value of k. Then we will get 0, 1 by 10. This is 3 by 10, 5 by 10, 8 by 10, 81 by 100, 83 by 100 and last is 1. So this is the distribution function corresponding to the random variable x, where x takes the value from 0 to 7. Now we can easily answer the third part. What it says that आपको वो पॉइंट ढूंढना है c जब रैंडम वेरिएबल की वैल्यू लेस देन c हो बट ओवरऑल प्रोबेबिलिटी हाफ से ज्यादा हो. तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास ऑलरेडी क्यूमुलेटिव प्रोबेबिलिटी है. सो किस पॉइंट के बाद प्रोबेबिलिटी हाफ से ज्यादा है? हियर इट इज लेस देन हाफ. दिस इज एग्जैक्टली हाफ. वी नीड स्ट्रिक्टली ग्रेटर देन हाफ, दैट इज एट दिस पॉइंट. सो ये किसके कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग है? दिस इज कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टू x इज इक्वल टू 4. सो हियर when the random variable value is less than equal to 4, then the probability exceeds half. So the value of c in this case is 4. Next question is, let x be a discrete random variable having the probability distribution function as this. So this is the probability distribution function as it is represented by p of x. So we need to show that this px is the probability mass function or a probability distribution function. Probability mass function की दो conditions होती थी. The first condition is probability at each random variable is greater than equal to 0. Second, the sum of all the probabilities इज इक्वल टू 1। तो हमें यहाँ पे सबसे पहले रैंडम वेरिएबल एंड कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग प्रोबेबिलिटी एक्सट्रैक्ट करनी है। Then we need to analyze whether both the conditions are satisfied in this case or not. Like in this case, it is given as the random variable x has the values 1, 2, 3 and 4. What is the corresponding probability? So that is analyzed with the help of this. So when x is equal to 1, तो function की value क्या आई? 1 by 10. So this is the probability corresponding to the random value x is equal to 1. When x is equal to 2, we have 2 by 10. So this is the probability when x is equal to 2. And when x is equal to 3, the corresponding probability we have 3 by 10. And when x is equal to 4, that is a 4 by 10. Now, if this is a probability mass function, first condition is probability of each random value is greater than or equal to 0. So what is the probability when x is equal to 1? That is 1 by 10 and it is greater than or equal to 0. Probability when x is equal to 2, that is 2 by 10, that is also greater than or equal to 0. Probability when x is equal to 3, that is 3 by 10, that is also greater than or equal to 0. Probability when x is equal to 4, that is 4 by 10, that is also greater than or equal to 0. Second condition is sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1. So what is the sum of these one? 1 by 10 plus 2 by 10 plus 3 by 10 plus 4 by 10. So this is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 by 10. That is equal to 10 by 10 is equal to 1. So yes, sum of all the probabilities is equal to 1 and all these are greater than 0. Therefore, we can say that P of x is the probability mass function. Also, we need to find this. What is that? First is, what is the probability when x is equal to 1 or 2? X is equal to 1 or 2 means या तो x की वैल्यू 1 होनी चाहिए या x की वैल्यू 2 होनी चाहिए. So here the probability becomes probability of x is equal to 1 plus probability when the random variable x is equal to 2. So in this case, probability of x is equal to 1 intersection x is equal to 2. This is 0. Because the random variables are mutually exclusive means their intersection is 0, due to which the probability is also 0. This is equal to, what is the probability when x is equal to 1? That is 1 by 10 plus probability when x is equal to 2, that is a 2 by 10, that is equal to 3 by 10. That is the answer in the first case. Taking the second case, in this case we need to calculate probability when x lies between 1 by 2 to 5 by 2 such that x is greater than 1. So this is the conditional probability. How to calculate this probability? This is equal to probability A intersection B divided by probability of the B event. The same concept we need to apply here. That is equal to probability x lies between 1 by 2 to 5 by 2 intersection with x greater than 1 divided by probability when x is greater than 1. So यहाँ पे तो discrete data है. Very easily we can find that x lies between 1 by 2 to 5 by 2. What are the values of x according to this? So this is equal to 0.5 and this is equal to 2.5. So कौन सी random values है जो lies कर रही है 0.5 to 2.5? That is 1 and 2. And in this case, x greater than 1, it means we need to take when x is equal to 2, 3, 4 divided by x greater than 1 means x is equal to 2, 3, 4. Now calculate the intersection of these two one. According to this, x is equal to 1, comma 2, and according to this 2, 3, 4. So common part क्या आया है? X is equal to 2 divided by probability when x is equal to 2, 3, 4. X is equal to 2 पे probability क्या है? That is a 2 by 10. Now we need to calculate the denominator term. It means probability when x greater than 1 is equal to probability when x is equal to 2 plus probability when x is equal to 3 plus probability when x is equal to 4. Secondly, we can check it, या तो हम इन सबका sum करें, or we can also write 1 minus total probability minus probability when x is equal to 1. So either calculate by the first form or the second form, the answer will be same. So I am using the second form. So 1 minus probability at x is equal to 1 is 1 by 10. So this implies the probability when x is greater than 1 is equal to 9 by 10. So here we can write 9 by 10. That is equal to 2 by 9. And that is the final answer in this case.